Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Craps. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. For those that have been here for a minute, it's been a while since I posted a video, so I appreciate you guys tuning in, giving it a quick view. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps my channel. Let me clean up the mess that we had from a previous game that we were playing over the weekend. Um, yeah. Uh, I took a break for a little bit, went to some casinos, been playing just without recording, but continuing to play. Um, Sporadic lives that I could have gone, but decided not to. Um, yeah, but it's been fun. I think it's a little bit of time now since the last video that I did, and I'm ready to go back somewhat to the basics. This is a craps channel that is built for a beginner by for beginners by a beginner is the way I like to say it. I constantly am learning different strategies, different ways to bet, and hopefully as I play along and press and collect, you guys get to see what that looks like. But either way, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to do a $500 bankroll, which is probably the most I would take to a casino personally. Um, you may want to take more. Totally take only as much as you're willing to lose. That's a quick disclaimer on that. I'd hate for you to be gambling your mortgage or your rent payment, losing it all, and being stuck for the rest of the month. I've got 500 bucks, $10 game, so we'll play the $10 pass line. Let me grab a set of dice, and we'll go from there. We're just going to be doing random rolling Randy, as the casino that I go to won't allow you to set your dice. I guess they feel like it probably takes up too much time. They want to keep the pace of the table moving. So, so yeah, let's see what happens. We're on the 6. All right, puck is on the 6. Let's go ahead and play a quick 6 and 8. So what we're gonna do is on the 8. I don't know what I'm taking from here. Man, I'm so disorganized right now. We're gonna go $20. We'll get 3 and change. We're gonna go $12. No, we'll go $18. Okay. And we'll go 2 and change. We'll turn that 20 into 18, and then we'll take odds. Let's go with every 5 will get paid 6. So we want to make sure we've got on your odds $5 increments at least, with a minimum 10 behind. All right, let's get that 6 and 8. 6 point. So because I have the bet there, it's going to pay face value on front, and for every 5 you get 6. So the best way to look at that as you're paying it out is you get 1 for 1 and then 1 for 1 if you're looking at just the units. Pick this up, turn everything off. We'll roll again, get another point. A Yo 11 automatically is a winner on the pass line when it's off. So we'll just collect. And we've got a 4. Easy 4. So we're going to go 18 on the 6. And we'll just do single odds for the 4. And the 4 is going to pay even. So it's going to pay 2 to 1 on that. 9. 9 isn't going to help us yet. Keep throwing dice until we get some money going. 8. All right. Eight's a good number. 18's going to pay us 21. With the 21, I can start $10 on the 9, $10 on the 5, and we'll just rack $1. Really haven't made much money yet. 5, but I picked up the 5, so that's going to give us 15 for 1. Pays 14, but I'm going to give him $1. I'm going to get 15. I'll go ahead and press the 5 and 9 and collect. So you're doing a little bit of pressing and some collecting. That way you try to recoup the money that you have out there. That's an 8, hard 8. So that's going to pay 21, right? We've got 18. 18 pays 21. So hopefully you're able to pay attention to the bets that I have on the place bets and what those payouts are. Try to follow, try to maybe get ahead of the game and what would you do differently. So on this particular one, I'm just going to collect it all. I'm going to collect 21. Some people may drop $1 and go up on the inside. Totally up to you what you want to do. I'm feeling like I'm going to just collect. We've got a 5, 4, 9. That 9 is also going to pay 21 as it's on 15, so it's going to pay 21. Now here's where we can start having fun. I can pick up a 10. That way I have all my numbers covered, right? The point is a 4, which is down there. I'm going to go ahead and add more to the 8, since that seems to be a hot number, and then I'll just rack a nickel. For those of you who don't know, the whites are $1, the reds are 5, greens are 25, and black is 100 on the chip color. 213. We've got ourselves a craps number. Still random rolling it out. 6. So far, so good. With the 6, it's going to pay us 21 because we've got 18 on that. So I'm going to just press the 6 one. And then why not add a little bit more to the 4, collect $10. Looking for a 4 so we can get paid some good money. Throwing out the dice. 617. That's all she wrote. That's it. So you may be thinking I lost a ton of money. And really I lost the opportunity to make more. Right? This is what I had out on the table. This is what I have in my rack. So am I down money? I'm probably down a bit. Maybe like, no, I'm up. Right, we've got 400 there, 500. I'm up like 15 bucks, 17 bucks with this. But the opportunity was there on the table. And that's where at some point, as those that are place betting, those gamblers, we want to make sure that we regress back so that we can collect money. I mean, I went all out, pressed up a little more. I could have regressed. Could have, would have, should have. That's the name of the game. We'll turn everything off. Let's get a point established. First, let's put $10. As a shooter, you have to have $10 on the pass line or on the don't pass in order to shoot the dice. 7 is a good one. 5, 2, 7 on the come out is a winner. 7, 11 wins. 2, 3, 12 loses on the pass line when the puck is off. So remember that for those of you who are new to the game. 314, we're back on the 4. It's a stubborn 4. It's a hard way to hit a 4 because you can only do it as a 1-3, a 3-1, or a 2-2. So there's only really 3. Some people will say 2 ways to roll it. Some people will say 3 ways to roll the 4. All right, let's go in and do $25. Ask for $1 back. That's $24 that we're going to be playing with. So we're going to set that up on the 6 and 8 for 12. Again, minimum bets on the 6 and 8 to get us started. And then really the only amount of money we need to win back is what we have out here on the table. So as long as we win back 25, I don't know, like $34 to $35, we're okay. Let's go ahead and keep shooting and see what happens. 325, so we don't have that yet. We're minimizing our risk exposure, but we're also seeing that we're not winning on every throw, and that's okay. 4-4, that is a hard 8. A hard 8 came, so that's going to pay us 15 for 1. And I'm going to pick up the 5 and rack a nickel. So really I'm only up 8. 6, 2, 8. That's the easy 8. 15 for 1. And now we'll pick up the 9 and rack that. So really I'm only up $10. The rest of this is profit. And then really I'm just, I need to try to get to $34 just to break even. Aces, that's a dot in both of those places. It's not going to pay us any. 4. I didn't place any odds. That's okay. That'll pay me face value, whatever I have on the front. And then if I had anything in the back, it would be 2 times. So missed out on a little bit of money there, but I didn't want to bet more than what I'm currently on my rack. Remember, the name of the game is to try to keep the money or make money, not lose the money. We've got a 4 again, easy, that 3-1. Seems like it's a hot one. Let's try to collect one more before I place any odds. 8. That came easy. 15 to 1. Easy 8 means it's other than a 4-4. That adds up to 8, right? So in this case, a 5-3 is an easy 8. Let's go ahead and hold on to that. So as I put the money back in the rack, I am $25 ahead from my original bet. Right? I've got 400 here, 100 here. There's my original 500. And I'm up $25 plus what I have on the table. 6, 3, 9. That's the center of the field, 9, for when you hear the dealers call it out. And that'll also pay 15 for 1. I don't have a 1, so I'm going to go 14. Dealers will pay out like that, 14. And I'll rack that. Remember, the inside numbers are more probable to roll than your outside numbers. That's another 9, a 5, 4, 9. And the inside numbers would be considered the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. So that 9 is going to pay us again, 15 for 1 this time. And why don't we go up on the 5 and the 9 and just rack a nickel. And the 617 came. So we know that all this, even though we lost it, was our opportunity loss, because this is what we actually gained in profit. That's why I'm tending to like the strategy where you press and collect. It allows you to bring some money back to your rack for future rolls. Staying more time at the table means possibly more comps. It all depends on your casino and how they rate that. But we're going to throw the dice again. Now, if you're at a table where you've got more than just yourself playing, you're at a table where you've got 3 or 4 other players, you don't have to play the pass line. You don't have to put any money down here if you don't want to. That just means that whatever number is rolled, you're not betting on. However, you can come in later and either bet on it or place bet it, whatever you decide you want to do. So just keep talking to the casino, either the stick man, which is usually in the center of the table, or the dealer that is operating the side that you're playing on. All right, we've got ourselves a 12. That is all the spots on the dice. So we're going to lose that, and we'll come back out and put another $10. That's fine. 6-5 yo. So now we're going to get that money back. So we just lost it. Now we'll get it back. 7-11 wins. And we've got about $33 plus what we have on our pass line that we're playing with profit. And I said those outside numbers are difficult to hit or less likely to hit, and that 4 is coming hard. All right, let's go ahead and put another $25. We'll get $1 back. We'll set up $12 on the 6 and $12 on the 8. Hopefully you're following along as I am making my bets. I don't want to over-explain for those of you who already know what's going on, but at the same time, I don't want to under-explain if you're new to the channel. So we just rolled a 3-1-4, which is our point. That's going to get paid 1-1. The puck then turns off, meaning the rest of your bets are off, unless you ask the dealer to turn them on, which at that point, they usually will grab a chip that says on, place it on your chips. That way they know, okay, this particular player is on. 4-1-5. Finally, we get something other than a 4. Okay, so now we're on the 5. And my rack is looking a little slim, at least for now, because I've got money out. So let's see if we can get something. 8. Now watch. This is going to pay us $14, right? Got 12. It's going to pay 14. I'm going to ask the dealer to go up on the 6 and the 8 by $1, or by a unit. Sorry, that went up by 6. And then I can drop $10 and ask to place the 9 and collect these $2. So now my 6 and 8 are a little heavier, which that's what we want. We've got a hard 10 that came. We're not on that. We are on the 6. That's an easy 6. 18 is going to pay 21. We're going to drop $1, and we're going to go up on the 8, up on the 6, and we can pick up the 10. Since we rolled a hard 10 not too long ago, let's see if we can get that back. 8. Okay, so in this case, I've got 24. $24 is going to pay 28. There's $28 for us. Dealer put me to 40, what is that, 44? 54 on the inside. That's going to look like this. Take that down. We're going to split this. And then we're going to go $10 to the 4. And all this is going to go back to my rack. That is why we regress, because we're able to put more money back into our rack. I've got $10, which is the minimum bet on everything else, so 1 unit on everything else. And we are ready to go. If you were at a $5 table, these can come all the way down to 5, 6 on the 6 and 8. But we're at a $10 table, which is where I play at. I know that tables in different states may not be the same, and the minimum may be $15 or $25 minimum to bet. The place I go to is $10 is the minimum. Weekends is usually 15. We just rolled a 4. That's going to pay us 18. So I apologize if I'm doing a lot of talking, but it is a lot of explaining. I want to make sure that the new players are comfortable when they walk up to a table. Apologize in advance for this cough that keeps lingering. I've had it for over a month. 6, it came hard. That 6 came hard. We're at 15 for 1. And whenever you've got a 5 or a 9, the point, you want to at least bet even amounts of units on the odds, because you're going to get, for every 2 units, you're going to get paid 3 units. So in this case, $10 is going to win 15. So you're going to want to understand and know what that looks like. Here, if it's a 6 or an 8 and you're putting odds, for every $5 it's going to pay 6. Here, for every $10 is going to win 15. And here, for every 1 unit, you get 2 units, a 2 to 1. Well, hopefully that makes sense. I'll just keep collecting. The game of craps really is not that difficult. It's just like all the other games in the casino. It's a game of luck. It's a game of chance. There's not much skill. That rolled, but that was a 4. That was a 3-1-4. So let's go ahead and pay that out to 18. And let's now start pressing again. We're satisfied with the money we've got in our rack. We want to take advantage of the opportunity. And let's do this. So the reason why you wouldn't want to have 3 chips back here, because then it makes it a lot more difficult to figure out what your odd payout would be. You've got to have at least an even amount of chips. So in this case, I've got $20. Therefore, it's going to pay, for every 2 chips, it's going to pay 3 chips. So then it's going to be, 20 is going to be, what, 30? So again, for every 2 is 3, 20 is 30. So I'm going to leave that as is. I've got $20 in odds, $10 on the pass line, and we're just still shooting. We're having a good time. We've got a 5, 4, 1, 5, which is our point. Puck's going to turn off, so all these bets are off. $10 is going to get paid on the face, which is the front, and then it's going to pay us also $30 for the back. $20 is going to pay 30. And when the puck is off, you're not betting on any number, so you can't have any odds back there. And there's no sense in putting another bet off to the side, because normally that is considered a dealer bet. When you bet right next to your bet, it's considered a dealer bet. Or you let the dealers know, hey, this one's for you guys. That way you're playing along, or the dealers are playing along as you're either throwing or someone else is throwing. So let's keep the momentum moving and see what we get. 7. Beauty about 7 on the come out, when the puck is off, is that you get paid on the pass line. All your other bets are not affected. So we'll just rack that. Let's go random roll again. Throw in the numbers. We've got ourselves a hard 8. Now it's going to come to the hard 8. The dealer's going to ask you what you want to do with it. You can leave it there and it'll be a place bet, but then you don't have a 5. So I like to move the number to where it came out of. So I'm moving that there. These caps don't need to exist on here. So I can just leave $15 on the 5, and I can rack this or tip the waitress, the dealers, maybe play some hard ways, whatever you want to do. We've got ourselves box cars, midnight, all the spots there. Field pays double on my table. Some tables pay triple. So always know what you're betting or what you can bet on. A 9, 6, 3. I've got $10. We'll pay 15 for one. Now, if this looks easy, it's really not. It's the way the dice are rolling, and they're rolling in my favor, and I'm doing the best I can to explain as I go, but at the same time make money. Right? I've got a 6, 3, 9. 9 is going to pay. Sorry, the $15 is going to pay 21. So we'll collect. We pressed everything last time. Let's just go up on the 6 this time, and we'll collect 15. I've got an 8, so I want to put $10 more on the 8, and we'll collect the rest. As you can see, everything on this side or up from the original amount is all profit. That's when you know it's a good day. 617. I'm not worried about the 617, even though let's take a look and see what I have out on the table that I just lost. We've got, so there's 5. That's 50, 75. I had $104 out trying to make me money. So that's our opportunity that we lost. But I am ahead. So I'm going to now color up, show you where I'm at. That's 1, 2, 300, 400, 50, 75. So there's our original $500 like we saw. And then this is profit. There's 50, so that's 100, 125, 10, 15, 20. So we've got $24. So $149. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 49. Well, $149 is what we made on $500 that we came to the table to play with in a matter of, I don't know, less than 30 minutes. Doesn't always happen that way, but I wanted to show you that it's not that hard, not that difficult. You just have to make wise choices. It's not always about pressing. It's also not always about collecting, because then you minimize your opportunity of making money. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video entertaining, if not at least educational. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Glad to be back filming some more videos for you, and we'll catch you on the next one.